home right now, and I was just wanting to come on here and speak to you guys about a conversation that it's kind of like reoccurring. Okay, and the conversation is about love and money. What's the importance of money in a relationship? And I apologize if this is a little choppy. I'm using my phone right now. I don't know how well this is working, but we're about to find out. Okay. And can you guys please let me know if you can hear me when you get out when you get on here? Just let me know if you guys can hear me. All right. So I hate to say it, but money is very, very important to a relationship. Very, very important. Like there's two main reasons that relationships don't end, and money is one of them. One is infidelity, and the other one is money. And I hate the fact that it's that important. Okay. Yeah, putting pressure, bro. Yeah, man, I'm not touching no relationship from here until the bad, right? Yeah, that's crazy, right? It's crazy that it's almost, I've heard people say, don't, a man shouldn't, he don't deserve to date until he have money. It's crazy. Like it's the logic behind that because it's regurgitated so often, it kind of becomes like law. It kind of becomes like the standard or the standard idea is that you shouldn't be pursuing a woman as a guy until you have money already. I don't know who comes up with this stuff, but that's what is the common statement. Okay. Now, I was trying to figure out like why money is so important in a relationship or to a relationship or to a having a successful long-term relationship. Why is money so important? And and it's crazy because like say somebody like myself, I don't really care about money when it comes to a relationship. There are guys who their sole purpose is to find a woman who already has her own money or to find a woman who can maybe support them. And then at the same time, there's women whose whole and sole purpose is to find a guy who can financially support her and financially support himself. And there's nothing right or wrong by any of this. That's whatever their standard is, that's fine, right? But at the end of the day, why are we putting so much emphasis on money? And I know money is important. We can't do nothing in life in this world pretty much without some money, right? We can't live anywhere. We can't live in a house without money. We can't, watch TV without money. You got to pay electricity bills. You got to pay internet costs. You got to pay mortgages. You got to pay rent. You got to pay taxes. Yes, I get it. Food, almost everything costs money, unless you're living severely off the grid, which still costs money to a degree. Um, it's almost impossible to like really get by with nothing coming in. Yeah, I understand that, right? And I also understand wanting to live good. I do understand that. But let's say I have money, right? Why do I care if the other person that I'm dealing with has money, right? And let's say you're an NFL player, right? I'm just using this as an example. And the only reason I'm using this as an example is because I believe most of the women they end up with don't have the kind of money that they have, right? A lot of them date entertainers, like as far as like models, things like that, or maybe the hometown sweetheart or whatever. But these guys is making 20, $30 million a year. This guy's gonna make 100 million over the next 4 years or so. Most of the women that he's probably gonna deal with are not gonna make the kind of money that he makes. So in his situation, do you think he actually cares about how much money she makes? Probably not, right? Because he can afford to live good, and he's probably going to be giving her a lot of money. You see what happened with I want to bring it up, but Zion, right? I don't know how much he was giving her, $500,000. I don't know if it's a year or how 6 months. I don't know how much of that money he was giving her in the period of time, but she was getting like something crazy, okay? And she probably didn't generate that kind of money on her own. I don't know what she did. I don't know how much money she made, but the kind of money that he was giving her is crazy. The fact that he was able to give that to her, and he had multiple people that he was dealing with. And so, a guy like him, he probably, or, guys who have that kind of income, they probably just want somebody who they can have access to. But the regular guys out here, say I'm creating my own numbers here, but like say 90% of the guys that I personally have spoken to, they care about if a woman is making a certain amount of money. I did a video with Rome. Matter of fact, me and Rome, we got to do a couple more videos, but I did a video with Rome, and he said that ideally, a woman that he would be interested in would make, I think he said 75 or 85,000 a year. Let's just say he said 75,000. That's like low end for him. He's like, hey, that's the bottom. I'm not even trying to take a woman serious if she doesn't make at least 75,000 a year, because to him that's not a lot of money, but to the masses that's a lot of money. Most people don't make 75,000 a year. So, imagine if that's his requirement as a guy. Imagine what the requirements are that I've heard from women. I heard a woman say, of course, 6 figures is like the standard, what most women are asking a guy to make. They want a guy, we ask them, hey, ideally, how much, would you want a guy to make that you take serious? And they say, oh, he need to make at least 6 figures. 6 figures starts at $100,000. So if he makes 6 figures, or AKA $100,000, then they can really like take him serious, right? But in this conversation, I'm saying like that's a ridiculous amount of money to say a guy needs to make before you can even really take him serious in a relationship, or you would even dare try to talk to him in that way. So I'm thinking like, man, that's crazy that amount of money is the minimum, right? Because maybe most of the population made around 60,000, 65,000 at that time. And so, to make 100,000, put a person in the 10th percentile. So 90% of the population won't make that financial minimum cutoff that most, say 90% of the women I spoke to desire, right? So it's kind of like 90% of the women desire the 10% of the population. So that's just one thing. Okay. Now, I was speaking to somebody else and they said, oh, a guy has to make. Now, this is a very, very successful female. And she said a guy needs to make at least 200,000 or more for her to even take him serious. There's no reason to even talk to her if you don't make at least 200,000 or more. And she was dead serious. She was dead serious. 200,000 or more was the minimum. All right. Now, I don't know why money is so important to people when it comes to who you decide to trust and to lay with and to raise children with, as far as from a solid human being standpoint. I get it. I want everybody to make as much money as possible, but I don't know why that would be a deterrent from taking somebody serious. If you can trust them, you like how they like how you look, y'all are compatible as far as the things y'all like to do, or just y'all relationship, it just works. But if he loses his job, she's like, he's struggling, I ain't gonna do this with him. Like, I got money, I got a crib, I got cars, it's all paid off. I loved him, well, I'm in love with him, but he don't make enough money. Or he lost his job and I'm not gonna carry this family. I'm just not gonna do it. That's so crazy to me because that's the exact opposite of what I would think he would want or she would want from him, right? But, there's no way around it. By the way, could you guys please smash the like button? Yeah, please smash the like button for your boy. I'm about to get on here and see what's going on because I can't really see from here what might be being said. But how's my mic? Is my mic good? Is my mic good? So let's see live. Okay. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. Hold on, I'm about to pull up the chat. Okay, cool. I'm on here. All right. So is money important to you in a relationship? What's the minimum? I'm asking you guys who are live right now. What is the minimum that you could take a woman, or B, a guy serious in a relationship? What is the minimum amount of money they can make per year before you say, okay, at least you making that, right? What's the minimum that you guys could go for? Like, could you date a woman who's unemployed? Now, mind you, I don't want to remind you guys that a lot of this stuff is going to be perspective. You have to take into a lot of, you got to look at some of these things from a different perspective. Like, just cause somebody doesn't have a job, like it might be a person who was in their career, got their CPA and decided, hey, I want to go become a lawyer. So they quit their job and they're in law school right now. They got accepted to a law school and they're in law school right now, so they're not working, right? People are automatically just going to assume because somebody doesn't have a job, they're not motivated, they're unemployed, they're bummed. They automatically go there. Nobody understands that there's so much more context to take in. This is a lot of context. But I personally don't know what the problem is. I understand that there's a problem. I understand why people look at it the way they look at it. And to me, the only reason that we put so much energy, like relationships are so affected by money, is because society is always pushing money, 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 relationship, relationship, relationship. Money, 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 relationship, relationship, relationship. Like everywhere you go, you hear, like growing up, I used to hear, let me get some before the girls get you. Or, hey, you better get you some money, women gonna follow the money. You ain't gotta worry about the women. You get the money, you ain't gotta try and be cool, you ain't gotta try to do none of that. You get the money, the women gonna come. And vice versa, I've heard women being told by their grandmoms, by their granddaddies, by their mamas, by their daddies, by their cousins, by their sisters, make sure he pay for this. Make sure a man's supposed to do this. A man's supposed to pay for that. A man's supposed to take you out. A man's supposed to wine and dine you. You shouldn't have to work. He make enough money, or you need to you need to quit dealing with them. They ain't got no money, and you need to deal with somebody who got some money and some going for themselves. So many times I've heard that. So many times. And it's good financial advice. But where is that in relation to love? Let me see what John's saying. Everything by John says, that's facts. It was all about relationship. It's all about relationships with money. Now we messed up. Back in the day, it was cool. Everybody was chilling, not materialistic, etc. Yeah. And I know this might sound crazy coming from somebody like me. I mean, I'm an accountant. I definitely believe in the money, but I still don't mix the two when it comes, like love and money is two completely different things for me. And I know a lot of people say that they can't separate them. They are the same thing to them. It's one thing to say, okay, well, I got money and you're trying to take advantage of me because I love you. And you're trying to spend my money up or whatever like that, or you're trying to take something or steal something from me. Now you violating me. That's something completely different. That's completely different. But if it came down to, hey, I got $100 and you need $80 because of whatever kind of emergency, I love you. Why wouldn't I give you that $80? Like, why am I, if I can afford it, why am I tripping on that? Because I would expect the same thing. Now, I know everything ain't created equal, and the way you treat somebody may not be the way they treat you. But personally, I just think that if I'm down with you and you down with me, then it ain't about no money at all. Like when I think about, say, like my mom, my sister, my brothers, like it's ain't about money. If my mama needs something, you know what I'm saying, and I got it, if I got it and she need it, we got it, right? And if it's food here, or if we're gonna go out to eat, hey, I'm buy your food, I'm with you. Like we for real together. Like not like, no other kind of way. So it's like I don't really see, if I'm up and you ain't, then you still with me. You know what I'm saying? If you up and I ain't up, I'm still with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't have to worry about certain things because we down for each other. We really ride or die. That's just where I'm programmed. But I do understand that it ain't always like that, or it's not. It's rarely like that for most people. But that's my perspective of money and love or whatever. But I do understand that it is a real thing because I hear it so often, I see it so often, and it's always being regurgitated back into the communities that, money is important, this person ain't got no money, you need to get with this person. So somebody have a perfectly good relationship with somebody who don't have that much money, and they will leave that person for the person who has money. And financially, it's an upgrade. Excuse me. Financially, it's an upgrade, but that's just that, financially. Outside of that, that person is probably not going to take care of you. That person may not, I ain't going to say probably not, but that person may not be the person that's going to take care of you when you're sick, going to treat your kids as their children, do this, whatever. Now, they might. I'm just saying. You might have had a perfectly good relationship where all of the real heartfelt things were there, but you left because they lost their job. Everything was great. You was ready to marry them, and then the factory laid them off, and now you tired of seeing his face. You belittling him or her. You know what I mean? Because the guys do the same thing, right? But it becomes this thing where it's more about the money and less about the individual. Yeah, but anyway, what do you think? Like, I still want to know you guys. I see y'all on here. By the way, can y'all please smash that like button for your boy? Can y'all hit that like button for me? Can you like this for me? That's a crazy song, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know if they should have did it like that. I don't know. But can y'all please hit that like button for me? But yeah, like, I don't know. So I was just wondering, like, what other people financially thought. If y'all could get in the comment section and let me know something. I'm about to go run and grab some food, but this was a conversation that had kind of came up, and I was requested to do this video to kind of just discuss it, and it looks like everybody probably eating right now because nobody can come in. I see people on here. They can't use their hands right now. So I did want to know what y'all opinion was. So if you could get in the comment section after this video is over and just let me know, like, what's the minimum amount of money that you ideally want a person to be making if you're going to take them serious in a relationship. Is there an amount of money? Is it 65,000? And I found that a lot of the guys who I spoke to who said women need to make at least 45, 50,000, those guys, excuse me, made around 45, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, or whatever. They were looking for a female who could help them get over the $100,000 mark. Subconsciously, that's kind of what they was doing. They was like, shoot, if I made 50 and she made like 45, we like right there at 100,000. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see who that says no amount for me. Let me see who said that. All right. So, Natural Anu King says no amount of money. HF says money is not a requirement for me. Pure love is enough. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So we got one light so far. We gotta get some more lights on here, man. What's going on? But okay, we got a couple comments on here. That's good. All right, well, I'm gonna try to come and do lives like twice a week, just different like little topics or whatever. So it was requested in my last video, so we're gonna try to do that. But love and money is definitely a major topic, and I definitely got to go in on it more, especially when it comes to like marriage, dating, um, boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. Like it's a lot that we can cover. Even even speaking to somebody today, and they were saying that they're the guy that they were talking to wanted to be poly. Much respect to you. You're a good man. Thanks for your videos, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But yeah, they wanted to be the guy wanted to be poly. So the request from the wife or the girlfriend was, okay, well, if you want to be poly and you want to bring another woman home, okay, that's cool, but I don't want to work no more. So I find that a lot of people feel like that's a good justification. Like if a guy makes enough money, then okay, he should be able to do that. But for a guy who don't make no money, he shouldn't be able to do nothing like that. I think that's very interesting. I think we should break that down. I think we should look into that, you know? But anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out. Also follow me on Instagram at symbol KINGCASINO and the number 1. Yay.